Hi, it's George and Betsy. These are our memories of 2022. They began with Scott and Lauren, who in January gave a party for their little girl, Allie, who turned 1 year old. Allie's sister, Emma, celebrated by eating the frosting off of a cupcake. George was then off in February to Minnesota, where he visited with Maggie and her family. And let me tell you about Anna DeLynn. This girl is a great tennis player, has a beautiful voice. And her little sister Audrey, well, she is all about the horses. In the springtime, George was off to a ranch overlooking the Brazos River in Texas for a reunion with some old college buddies. Then George had to go up to Yellowstone to meet with his brother's wife and sons, where we spread his brother's ashes there in Yellowstone. Betsy and I did get to judge a parade in San Antonio called Battle of the Flowers. Then our big trip was to Italy, to Tuscany, and our village called Radicondoli. And there we reunited with some old friends that we hadn't seen for a while, but we made some new friends too. These girls were a delight. We ended our trip with a stay at a villa in Cortona run by these people. Now, not to be outdone, the DeLynns had a great trip to Florence and Rome and Venice, and the Chafee family went to the Amalfi Coast. So, now let me tell you about Maggie Chafee. She is a sophomore at Missouri. Her big sister Ellie has a great career going in Cincinnati. Speaking of Maggie turned 50 years old in 2022. In August, we went off to the Adirondacks and Lake Abenaki for a visit with some of Betsy's old high school friends. And then we went over to Vermont and spent a few nights at this beautiful bed and breakfast. Now, no year would be complete without a trip to Carmel, where we got married. And this time we went with Ray and Sue Harris. Great time. Now, in the first week of November, we had a road trip to Arkansas. We went up to Bentonville, saw the Crystal Bridges Museum. It was wonderful. And then we also stayed a few nights with Betsy's old friend. This was our view from their cabin. Harper came by and picked George up, and we went to the Circuit of Americas in Austin, Texas, where Harper got in some track time with his race car and then participated in an 8-hour endurance race. Well, that pretty much wraps it up. We got our Christmas decorations up. We want to wish all of our friends a very good year to come.